So you've got a great tune, a great song, a brilliant EP or album, and now you want to figure out how to get your music on Spotify. Well, never fear, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. How to get your music on Spotify, a fantastic tool that you can use to do just that. The biggest mistake that most people make when it comes to getting their music playlisted and how you can avoid that. And finally, I got a bonus for you near the end of the video, so please do stick around for that. And most importantly, any tools that you might need or any links that I might provide to help you out will be in the description box down below. So let's get to it. Now, the most important piece of information to start with is that an individual, you or I, cannot simply upload music to Spotify on their own. It just doesn't work that way. It was trialed for a while, and at the time of recording this video, it is still not a function that is available. To get music on Spotify, you need to go through either a label or a distributor, sometimes both. Having a record deal or being signed to a record label has long been thought of as the solution to all artists' problems. Once you're signed to a label, they'll do everything for you. And to an extent, that is true. Getting your music on Spotify is something a label will do, but you do not need to be signed to a record label to get your music on Spotify. All you need is a distributor. Distribution in music is the same as distribution in any field of business. A distributor gets physical copies of CDs, historically CDs, LPs and tapes, into record stores. People go into those record stores and buy them. In the digital music marketplace, distributors operate the same way. They distribute music for artists to all of the stores. It's just that now the stores are not physical, they're all online. So once you start working with a distributor, they make sure that your music is on all of the digital streaming platforms. In this case, they'll get your music on Spotify and they'll collect any royalties that your music makes and make sure they get to you. Now, I've spoken about at least one of these distributors in the past, but I do want to make sure that you know about all of the services that are available to you. The good people at TuneCore have asked me to talk to you a little bit about them and how you might use their services to get your music on Spotify. Yes, I pronounce it TuneCore and not TuneCore because this is the way Irish people speak. Now, moving on, this is not going to be a full review of everything that TuneCore do, but I do want to explain what they can do to help you get your music on Spotify. Quite simply, they will help you get your single, album, or EP on Spotify. When you work with TuneCore, you keep 100% of the royalties generated, and you can also track the streams and all of the data related to your music on the TuneCore platform. Those sales and streaming reports are surprisingly helpful in letting you know how well your music is doing now and how well it might perform in the future. Now, this video is all about getting your music on Spotify, but I'm going to go ahead and presume that if you want your music on Spotify, you might want your music on other digital platforms as well. And that is what TuneCore will do for you too. It's all included in the price. You'll get your music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music, Pandora, YouTube, and as many as you want. There are 150 plus online stores that TuneCore will help you get your music onto if you choose. Okay, so the third thing I said I was going to cover in this video is the biggest mistake people make when it comes to getting their music on playlists or not getting their music on playlists as it might be, and how you can avoid that. So if you want to pitch music to Spotify playlist editors, it needs to be unreleased. That's something that needs to go into the launch plan of any single EP or album, any release whatsoever. Your music needs to be unreleased when it first hits these people's inboxes or their ears. Unfortunately, what most people do is release their music and then try to get on playlists. And that's completely fine. You can do that. You can get on as many playlists as you want, but you won't get on the official Spotify playlists that are curated by Spotify's editors. You get on those playlists, you'll get on a lot more, your music will travel a lot more, it'll get all around the world, hopefully, and you'll have a lot more success. So when you're getting ready to upload your music to TuneCore, make sure you've given yourself that time first. I'd leave about a week before you upload your music, or at least schedule your music to go live with TuneCore, so that you've had the opportunity to get your unreleased music to these editors so that your music has the best chance when it actually gets released. Imagine releasing your new track and on day one, that track goes on the official Spotify playlists. That would be a pretty amazing feeling, and it is something that you can do if you give yourself the best fighting chance to do so. Alright, so I'm going to do a full review and video on TuneCore's services very soon, but for right now I think you're in a really good place to start and get your music on Spotify right now if you're ready to do so. And if you are ready to do so, I did say I had a bonus for you. So if you want to try them out, I've got a gift for you for having the attention span to watch this far into the video. I've got 20% off your first release with TuneCore. That means that you can have a single out for $7.99 US. Now that deal is not exclusively for getting your singles out. You can release an EP or an album and still get 20% off your first release with TuneCore. So that's how you do it. That's how you get your music on Spotify. You need to go through a distributor like TuneCore. And if you do decide to release some music on Spotify after watching this video, leave a link to your music down below. I'd love to hear what you're putting out there. And don't forget, like I said at the start of the video, all important links are in the description box down below. That includes the link for you to get 20% off your first release with TuneCore. Now I hope this video was super helpful and that you now know exactly what you need to do to get your music on Spotify. When you do release your music, please let me know because I would love to hear it. Now I'll be back with another video or 2 or 10 very soon, and that includes that TuneCore review video. And in the meantime, have fun making great music.